everyone, Zero JD here with the XBLA Fans Channel. I'm here to give you a quick taste of The King's Bird, a platformer that's very much focused on moving fast and it's moving fast, having flowing like rhythm and all that kind of stuff. But so far, I've not really dug this game. All the areas that you go through so far are very claustrophobic, which kind of work against like the rhythm that they want you to have. But first, let's do basic controls: left, right. I can jump. I can actually jump a little bit farther by holding jump and the right trigger at the same time. I can get a little boost with the right trigger. I can actually fly with the left trigger. If I'm against the ceiling, I can actually kind of grab onto the ceiling and boost along it. I can also wall jump and stuff like that. And if I want to have a continual... See, like, you get that speed going and then you get slammed into a wall. And a lot of that's been a lot of this game is frustrating platforming and not really responsive controls. Like, I can jump forward, I have a set arc, and I can't actually go back. So once I jump, I'm committed to going to that area. I can't be like, oh no, I can't be like jumping from here, there is no way to return to that platform after that jump. Maybe if I just kind of like jump up, that's about it. So that's the only time I really have any. Yeah, so if I'm jumping forward, there is no, like, you are committed to that jump. So the first area was actually pretty fun. It was these open areas, lots of like soaring, looping, and all that kind of stuff. And now they've thrown me into these little, like, hey, you have to do these trials to unlock the next area, from what I understand. And those little lamps are checkpoints. And of course I can get up there. So something that happened earlier, I got about 40 minutes into the game and I got a whole bunch of these done. So I went to options and I saw, oh, hey, they have saves. And of course I went and saw like, hey, save slot new. So I thought, save there, right? No, it's, that actually just starts you over from the brand new game. It doesn't actually save the game. It forces you to restart. It does have an assist mode, disables leaderboards and everything. None of this actually helps with the platforming. You can like slow down the game speed and all that kind of stuff, but that's never the issue. I never actually feel that I'm fully in control. And some of the platforming it's requesting that you do, But let's go into here. I had all of these done. I had most of another area done as well, and it's all my progress is gone. So if I hold left trigger going down stuff, I get a little boost. So one of these is actually really fun to do. There's where it slides, because this is a lot of sliding and stuff. But yeah, like, see how these areas are moderately open? The moment you get into one of these, it's just so claustrophobic and it just rips away any of the fun. I mean, the game looks great, the music is nice, but then you get into like these. Then you're like hopping around and stuff like that, going down there, oh, and then dead. So what I need to do is get down here and then jump at the last moment. The issue I've had is that I'll get to edges and hit the jump button and it just doesn't respond. So what I need to do here is down we go and up we go and then wah! And then go and down we go. Oh, and like if you hold that right trigger too long, you just blast off. But the moment you touch any ledge with the right trigger held, it reboosts you. So if you hold it for just a little too long, you'll go like super far away from where you want to be. And like for a game that wants you to be like continually moving and stuff, like they're like, you just saw there that one little area, like, and up we go, nope, and up we go, nope, and I gotta try that again. For a game that wants you to be continually moving, look how cramped everything is. And up we go. And up, and yep. And a lot of this stuff doesn't feel like it could be done with like one fluid motion. And we finished that one. And that's what the levels have been so far. You do a little level, you go to a loading screen, you go back to the hub, you pick another level, you go to a loading screen, you go back to like, and it's not particularly fun, and it really breaks up the pace of the game. I would love it if it was like one just continuous level that you could go around and like do stuff in. Like that'd be a really great speedrunning thing to be able to chain together all these abilities in this giant open world. But as you can see here, it's like, yay, and no. It's like so much of it feels hindered by like if you mess up a jump, you can't undo that jump. And you have to wait to die and all that kind of stuff. And for some reason, she did not grab on there. I assume it's a lady. The story is essentially like, hey, you live in this like city, and there's these murals that show that a great evil descendant on it, a guy with floaty wings, banishes it, but erects a force field around it. So you're safe, but you're kind of trapped in this city, and you wanna go see the world. And then you actually go and to where the guy gets his power, like the hero gets his power from, and you break it and escape. And this is annoying. There it is. Nope, and for some reason she didn't grab on. Like that happens a lot. Like I don't feel in control. It doesn't feel like it controls that well. And for some reason, like I don't see what I'm doing differently than when I do grab on. And I'm not terrible at platformers. They're not my favorite genre. But it just doesn't feel right, and it feels like I should be able to do so much more. It's like I accidentally held the right trigger too long there, and I didn't, and I just slammed into the water. Like for how fast they want you to go, the continual like this does not feel good. And I gotta stop. And for some, like she's not grabbing on half the time for some reason, and I don't know if that's something I'm doing. All your tutorials are given to you these little sketches on the walls, and some of them aren't clear at all. Maybe it's because I'm not holding to when I try to get up there, but I'm worried about like falling off. There it is. Like I don't feel like I could have done that in one smooth motion. Oh, dead. And spikes can kill you. That's one of the things that you can actually change. And I don't feel like any want to do anything like collect any of these things. Achievements are essentially like, hey, get through each of these levels. The moment you like the achievement for this one is for this area, this Forest Kingdom is common. After that, all the other ones are not. Which, for puzzle games, that's kind of telling that if there is a massive drop-off in your players, maybe your puzzle's a little too hard. See, like and I think the issue is that, like, well, I don't know why I slid down there. Like, nothing is conveyed too well. It's also hard to follow stuff sometimes when you're going fast. So, this has been my frustration with the game, is that I never feel like I'm in control, or buttons just not registering when I want to jump. But I probably cannot really recommend this. There it is. But there are some of the challenge levels, or like little levels that are like, hey, you're gonna give you this big old open space to fly through, and then that's when it becomes like, this is a lot of fun. There we go. Like, I did all of these before on stream, and it's just the game just like just the indication of like the saving thing was so unclear. I don't really know what to do here. Like, I'm holding right trigger and then jumping. There it is. And like, I don't want to go over there to do collectibles. Like, I don't think that's what I'm supposed to do. And that part was fun, but I feel like I stepped around the intended answer. But like what really ruins it is like how claustrophobic everything is and how unresponsive the controls feel at times. But anyways, I am Zero Jetty. This is the XBLA Fans channel. This was the King's Bird. If you really, really like platformers, maybe pick this up, but it doesn't feel fair at times, even with their little assist mode. But since I'm going to do this, like, saves. New save slot. Are you sure you want to create a new save slot? Yes. And then it just kicks you out. I don't care because, and this is the start of the game, and then that's it. Anyways, thank you for joining me. Check out our videos. Have a nice day.